when I was younger, I thought he could do no wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought he could do no wrong. Like the goal for me was to work with Tyler Perry, and as I got older, I was like, I could never be in his writer's room because he don't hire writers.
Welcome back to Grown Folks Talking. I'm your host, CK Caesar, joined by my co-host,
Lola Chanel.
And before we jump into everything, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can catch up and not miss any episodes that we put out. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube. We're also on, we post clips on, not Twitter, not X. We post clips on TikTok. We get a lot of views on TikTok. But come on over to YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and subscribe. That's church announcements. The other thing I wanted to say before we jump into our show, She the People, is I want to clear up a statement that I made on last week when we were doing the Forever podcast. So I was talking about Keisha defending Christian, even though her reputation was being ruined, and how it reminded me of the State versus Tory Lanez and the vitriol that Megan Thee Stallion was getting online by his fans. And other rappers, other crazy people who will go nameless over Daystar Peterson. We wanted to looked it up, and we found that according to NPR, Daystar Peterson is serving a 10-year prison sentence.
Add another 15. Sorry, keep going.
He was convicted of assault with a firearm, illegal possession of a firearm, and negligent discharge of a gun for shooting a victim. The court, what he did, the courts deemed it as illegal. His most recent stabbing does not change what the court said.
It don't change a thing.
It will be up to these attorneys to reopen the case with the state. Although I think he shot Megan Thee Stallion, and the massage noir that she is getting needs to be corrected. As we, the people, talk about him and realize we're in a patriarchal society. Misogyny, massage noir is you just don't like Black women. You're anti-Black, and you do not like Black women. So that's all I want to say. We stand behind Megan Thee Stallion.
And let me add something. It ain't no new evidence if it ain't been pushed in court. If they posting it on Twitter and on Instagram, it's not new evidence. I need y'all to read.
Amen to that.
Amen.
And on that, we will move on to talk about She the People. It is on Netflix. Do you have a synopsis, Lola?
Yes, I do. So, She the People. As she tries to shine in politics, Mississippi's first Black lieutenant governor must manage her zany family and overcome a boss who's stuck in the past. Director is Tyler Perry. Writers are Nia Palmer and Tyler Perry. So this was also created by Nia Palmer. Is it Nia or Nia? Sorry, ma'am. Come on the podcast. So, let's get into it. This Terry J. Vaughn has always been funny to me.
I think I have missed Terry J. Vaughn. I only remember her from what was the show with it?
Steve Harvey Show? What is it called? Mr. Hightower?
I think it was Miss Hightower. I think the Steve Harvey Show. That's what I remember her from. And I looked her up just before the show, and I didn't see any other work that she has done. She looks incredible. And she was funny on that show. For this show, I tried. I would say,
I thought it was just me.
Oh, really? Oh, I was like,
she was Levita Alize Jenkins Robinson at the Steve Harvey Show, and she was in All of Us. I remember her in All of Us.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I never watched that show.
Okay.
I did not know this is a Tyler Perry production.
It
If
it
I
very much so gave Tyler Perry function.
if I had known it was his, we would have chose differently because
We trying to give Tyler the chance, the benefit of the doubt.
we did. And I have pros. I do have pros for this show. My pros: Terry Vaughn as a lead is great. I
Amazing.
think amazing. I think the production was great. It was very
Could tell
well
it was
lit.
shot on his studio plot.
Yes, on the studio, and that's
It's
my
amazing.
big right. So my tenfold with Tyler Perry is most of his content I don't care for. It is not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people like him and support him, and he made his incredible studio. So I support him as a business person and be able to create content for the Terry J. Bonds and the other Black actors and
Mm-hmm.
actresses who we have grown up on and who, for some reason, Hollywood throws aside.
Mm-hmm.
He gives them a job. I remember
Yes.
Viola Davis saying she worked with him because he's giving people jobs.
He gives people
So,
jobs. I just
but though I will say, so speaking of famous Black, I got my finish my pros. Speaking of famous Black actors, Black famous T.C. Carson from Living Color made an
Harriet
appearance.
Winslow.
From Family Matters made an appearance, and
Well,
I salute him
she's
for
a
that.
regular, or is she? Yeah, she a regular. Jo
Regular.
Marie Payton.
Oh yes,
That's her
okay. Oh
name.
well, she's a mom on Family
Yeah,
Matters, and she was on the show,
she's the mom here.
and she's auntie grandma.
Auntie Grandma, because she's she she is Terry. She is Antoinette Dunkerson's mom and Shamika
Shamika's
Dunkerson's auntie,
aunt. Oh, okay, got you.
and that's why she
And
called her Auntie Grandma,
auntie grandma.
because she
Okay,
old enough to be her grandma.
got you.
Raised her.
And that pretty much ends all the pros I have for this show.
The thing that I've caught on to Tyler Paris is that his writing style is almost open ended, and you can tell when they get to doing that. Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Yes,
because they can't figure anything else out. Where to go?
right. The scene that you remind me of is when they were Auntie Grandma and the kids were watching HBC,
Yes,
and
it was
she
open ended.
realizes they're watching Freaknik, and
Uh-huh.
it was like five. It seemed such a long time
Such a
for
long
them to
scene.
keep
It did
saying,
it.
"Turn it off. Where's the remote? Where's the remote? Where's the remote?" I was just like, "Take." So I thought if you want to heighten up this, have the arc of there's a problem, it's escalating, there's something big that's going to happen. I thought she was going to
Yeah.
take the TV or break the TV,
Yeah.
something, and the guy
Something.
did
Throw her
nothing.
shoe at it, and everybody
Rock the
is not.
screen.
Yeah, everybody is not. Their brains can't compute. If you, I mean, they are seasoned actors and actresses, but everybody is not an improv actor. So that moment, and I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
it should have been. Oh, you think it was open ended for them to improv the rest?
the running thing is
Oh.
Tyler rushes through and has a quick production, and sometimes he leaves his scripts open to interpretation, and that could be a good thing if you can get in the groove. That scene, I just like, I wanted more funnies. I hate how they are writing the daughter. She is insufferable. Oh,
Well,
Lola.
I'll give you that
And I know we
versus the
got the
son
same
who ain't
name.
got no plot.
He ain't got
What did he
no
do?
plot. We ain't
What
see. We saw her. We saw her at gymnastics. We ain't seen him in nothing but his little sweater vest and his
sweater
glasses.
vest? Right. He been on the computer. That's it.
That's
The
yeah.
end.
And we still have a second part to this, so maybe we'll get more. Hopefully,
We will not.
I don't want this to be a hate episode, but
Oh, it
it
won't.
was
It won't.
it was hard to get through.
Yes, it was. It was the first episode I liked. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, because the first episode she stands up. She was very being pacified.
Uh-huh.
Like, am I gonna win this race? And then she goes off on her daughter, and it's like, all right, here we
Hello,
go.
she slapped the boy. She said,
Right, we got some backbone, and that was the last time she had backbone in the
yeah, I
entire
hated.
series.
No, let me stop. The episode with her and the senators was funny.
The preachers.
No, the senators, the ladies, the three senators, the two black ladies and the one white lady.
Oh, I don't remember. Is that
That
the
was
beginning of it? Was that was towards the beginning?
no, it was
The senators.
yeah. She or was that episode 3 or 4? It was one of those episodes. Basically, she had so after she met with the preachers,
Uh-huh.
a little time went by where she where the letter was sent from her desk basically saying to take the bribe. And there were 3 senators who came to see the governor, and it's 3 women senators. It's 2 black women and 1 white lady.
Uh-huh.
And so he was like, "Here y'all go. Here she is." You watched all 8 episodes?
I did. I do not remember that.
I did
And I
fall
watched them
asleep
kind of
through some of them, but
no,
that
no.
happened.
I know, no. I'm drawing a blank. I don't
Let me see.
know. But I believe you.
I think it was like episode 3 or 4.
Okay.
Because episode 4 was when Shamika told Lola that she sucked in gymnastics.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So moving on, open ended is a great way to put it because she just and her character just never stood up for herself or called
Yeah,
out
I hate that. Yeah,
or called out something, but never there was no
she
resolution.
ain't call out her mama. She ain't call
Yes,
out the governor. Like,
yes,
girl, that man can't. He. This
or
is
the
a good
governor's
old
assistant. All
his chief of
no,
staff, his right hand. None of that.
none of that. And I was just like, you are opposite Olivia Pope, and it was just hard. It was hard to watch because her pedigree of she went to Harvard, she was a lawyer, she was a community.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where is that girl? Where is that Antoinette? And having
And then
him the microaggression from the
yeah.
governor calling her Nettie, and she goes, "My name's Antoinette," and he kept saying Nettie. I was like, "You're not
And he
going."
was saying other little racist stuff, and I was like, "What? Never mind." I was finna say,
Go ahead.
I wanted this to be good. I
Me
wanted
too.
this to be so good. I wanted this to be funny. This is what Tara J. Vaughn should be doing. It should be funny,
Absolutely.
but it just was very cringy.
Yeah. And
If
I See You and I Raise You, one of the executive producers was Keisha Lance Bottoms, who was the former mayor of Atlanta, and she is now running for governor of Georgia. So I was like, I know you have stories, and it would have been cool to soften. But
I know, yeah,
I'm just saying, there was a
yeah,
politician
in the
in
room or
in the room behind the
and
scenes.
Tyler Perry is cream of the crop, black excellence. He is at
Yeah,
the top of the food chain. He has
yeah.
rubbed elbows with so many elected officials. I want him
So
to get some
that,
interns at least. Do something.
well, I have come to realize, he does not make content that I like. Just
I
I just and
I'm gonna keep
he
supporting it because
okay.
ultimately he is employing other black people, and I want him to keep. I want to keep our stories to keep, but it was so, like her not standing up to get all of this stuff out of this house, and her
Yes.
kids are here with this with the KKK ancestors and all of that, and I
Right,
was just
right. The
like,
Confederate flag,
and you don't
which
want them
we
to go with their daddy. Girl, get them babies out of that haunted house.
Yes, and we only saw the dad for once. But yes, but having the
We did?
floor
Okay, I
with
thought
the
it was
Confederate
me.
flag,
I thought I missed it.
and I remember that chick Angel saying, "We're the only country that would allow a terrorist flag to
We are
still be
the
around."
only, because they were losers. They lost. The
And
Confederacy lost. They are losers. Let it go. Robert E. Lee is a loser.
so why they had the Confederate pillows? They called it out, and then the next episode, Confederate pillows still there.
I
Just
think of the
like we just
satire of it all is that the fact that she's living like this for the greater good. Hopefully, in the next episode when he dies, because don't he die or something like that?
yeah,
So
yeah, he has.
in August, when the part 2 drops, it gets better. That's what we're gonna say. That's what we're gonna
Well,
say.
you tell me because I've tapped all the
No,
way
you
out.
gotta watch it. We gotta come back and tell the people. We gotta
All
come
the
back and
way
tell the
out.
people.
So open-ended string. Her ex-husband, we saw him.
We saw
They
her
are
for
they
2 seconds. He did not.
and
His all of his lines were improv too. You could tell
he was a day player.
he
The
was.
daughter not wanting to live in the Confederate house. I guess she done made peace, even though there was
She
ghosts.
don't want to do nothing. You're not gonna tell me what to do. You can't. I want to wear booty shorts, Mom. You wore booty
That booty is
shorts.
yours.
I
Yeah.
was just like, stop making her do that. I want her
And
to be feisty. I want her to be rebellious, but she's just annoying.
the what's Shamika's boyfriend with the crazy eye?
Basil. Now
Basil.
Basil is funny.
Basil is funny. And I laughed out loud at his 3-part shoe. Like that
Yeah.
was funny.
But Basil is also in real life a comedian, and as he was a
Oh,
social media, he's a stand-up comedian, and he got his claim to fame on social media. So
it
him being able to improv comes natural. Jade Nova also is
uh
very, so her improv comes natural. I feel like everybody is doing good. I think the writing, just
it's the writing.
if we could just tweak the writing, it has potential. It's gonna be good. I promise. I just need him to do something. Do something. You fixed the
Well,
wigs, and now the writing is constantly. Oh.
indeed. It indeed. I don't know how you gonna fix the writing if he's writing and directing. The direction was great.
I want to pick his brain. You have such a huge conglomerate. You have your own studio. You can have in-house writers. Oh no,
But
that's
why
what it was.
pay?
That's what it was. He don't like when the writers and them go on strike.
Yeah.
He don't like to halt production. Like, it's okay with the SAG and all of that. Fine,
Hmm.
cool, whatever, because pay them. But the writing, he don't like. I think that's what he said the last time. This is crazy because these episodes are getting 8.4, 8.0.
I'm saying he has a following. I'm not a part of it, and I understand that.
I just want to support
Oh,
Black people.
I do too. It's just gonna be hard. I will go and pay the tour of the Tyler Perry Studios. I will be an extra in the background. I have no problem with
There was
that.
an extra in the background and the scene where they had the press conference, and she
Yeah.
kept looking at the aerial shot, and it was making me upset because she kept
Oh,
looking at the.
great.
I I wish I didn't have an eye for this stuff. It was pissing me off because she kept doing this. She kept like hold on, because I know the glare. So like the aerial shot, and she's like, and I was like, you can't
Don't look at the
look
camera.
at J. Vaughn.
Yes, that's all you gotta do. And her going back and forth with standing on the step. It's not good.
The fact now that was a funny scene when he was when when he stepped down and the guy moved the
Yeah.
platform box, and then
Hmm.
when he got upset and he came back and he was like, and he started towering over her. I said That's just like them Confederate white men with their little man complex.
Absolutely.
He couldn't stand being the same height as her, or shorter than her, because he looked shorter than her.
Yeah. So he has a following, and people will support him. Like I said, there were pros
There
to
were
it.
pros. I love the actors. That is a nice cast. I like
Yes.
Jade Nova. I like
Basil. I knew what I was going to say. They reminded me, they're like the young version of what's the older couple? They're singers. And then the one dude, he always wears, he's a big dude and they're married in real life. Them.
Are
I
you
never
talk,
watched.
are you talking about Tamil Man and David Man?
Yes. Yes.
See, why was
I don't know.
you really are in the Tyler Perry universe?
Not
Oh
at
my
all.
gosh!
But
Wait,
similar, like with the crazy outfits, and he wore socks or something. He had
yeah,
some type of
his outfits are hilarious. They are very funny. He
right.
said he was taken after black politicians.
Mm. So, but Tamala Man, I don't remember her standing out. So I would say Jade.
I was gonna say
Everybody,
no.
she's a
That
straight person.
Yeah, Tamala Man, she wasn't as funny as Jay Nova. And
Yeah,
not okay, her characters, not her,
her character.
has
Yes, but
her character
absolutely.
as Cora, and they weren't married in the Tyler Perry universe.
Oh no,
No, no, Cora, Mr. Brown was Cora's dad. You really not in the Tyler Perry.
not at all.
I mean, I still go back and watch all the plays, but like, I grew up on Tyler Perry, and when I was younger, I thought he could do no wrong.
Oh really?
Yeah, I thought he could do no wrong. Like, the goal for me was to work with Tyler Perry, and as I got older, I was like, I could never be in his writers' room because he don't hire writers.
He does all right because he can do it himself, and he's made money off of doing it himself. So why would I pay extra people to do what I can do myself?
That's the thing, though. That's the thing. Like, it's you can do it, but let us help enhance it. There were so many ways that I would have written these characters differently. Like Titus, I would have written Titus, the brother, so like he would be the good boy, but like we would have scenes where he too was at the party. He wasn't at home
Yeah,
playing games
he was
with his daddy.
better at keeping secrets than the mom than the
He just
sister.
would have been there and been like, "Mom, I came to get her because I saw her pictures too." But like,
Yeah, yeah, that wasn't. So they reminded me of the man's
I'm trying to figure
and
out how they remind you of the man's.
just their
So
comedic timing and his look.
I was about to
His
say,
look, mainly him,
yeah, I was about to say it had to have been like,
him.
yeah, because
And
Jay
I've
Nova's
never seen
character,
Meet the Browns. I've only seen clips.
you've
Uh,
like Meet the Browns, the play or the movie.
yeah, none.
Oh,
Booty Tay. I've seen one Tyler Perry play, and that was because I went over my friend's house and she had it on. And the part that I saw was funny. Like the
wait, you've only
I,
seen one
partial
Tyler
one, partially one.
So
Yeah,
you don't know. I'm a driver.
no.
You don't know why did I get married. You don't know what's done in
I've
the
seen the
dark.
movies. I
No,
went to
no. The
the
plays.
play. No, ma'am. No,
Oh
ma'am,
no,
Sam.
that's his best work. The
I
plays are
agree.
much better than the
I
movies.
agree. I agree. I just missed that wave. I guess I saw the movie stuff and then I went over to the friend's house and her mom had it on and I laughed and there was a point to it. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, I totally see why,
his
how
plays
he
are
was
his
able.
best work.
Yes, like that. Tour de force for sure. I was like, oh, I get it. Totally. Give me more of that. But the translation into the movie world, I didn't see it, but I tried. So I saw Medea, the first Medea, because it was the one that made him pop. That was good. And then I saw Why Did I Get Married? And then I saw some other stuff, and I was like, oh, this is
Okay,
not for me.
so What we're gonna do is we're going
Oh
to
no.
log into BT Plus.
Uh-huh.
You must sit and watch all the plays.
Oh, the plays are on there? Oh, okay, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
all the
I can do
plays.
that.
No, I don't worry about the movies. The plays are like
Oh yeah, plays. Plays.
skip
And
the music. Don't sit unless it's Cheryl Pepsi Riley, Tony Grant, Tamar Davis, um uh 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 uh
was Pamela,
Chandra Tamla Man,
yeah.
Chandra Corelli, and who else? I think that's it. Oh,
Okay. I cannot help you.
yeah, you. The fact that you're not, I'm so shocked. Is it because is it because when he started popping off, like you were already grown? So like
Yeah, for sure.
he's never been your cup. Okay, so he's
I was
always been.
introduced to him via film. So
Oh,
I went backwards.
my mom and them, when the Tyler Perry plays hit the streets, they had
Hmm.
that DVD. They had the
Oh
DVD.
really?
I
Yeah.
We wore them plays. There is I can't watch them with you because I'm going to sing and recite the whole thing from front to
Oh
back.
wow.
That's how
Yeah.
deep. That's why I want him to do better. That's why I keep
Oh,
watching
okay.
it.
Oh, that's where the hope comes out.
The
Comes
hope
out.
comes from the
Yes.
plays.
Yeah.
If you watch the plays, you like, oh, but you also take the meat and spit out the bones. Like when he go
Yeah.
on his when he starts to getting into his Medea and his monologue bag with Medea,
Hmm.
I just be like, oh, he don't know no better. He just saying stuff. He just saying stuff.
Just saying things. All right. Well, let's let's put a pin in it. What rating would you like? Or
I'm going to give this a strong 6.5.
okay, I'll
I
see.
like I like the casting. I
Mhm.
like the outfits and the hair.
Absolutely.
I like the lighting and the backgrounds.
It was a
That's
story.
it.
I totally agree. 6.5 for me. I co-signed everything he said. It was just a story.
Yeah.
There's meat on that bones, and we just got bone. We never got any meat.
Yeah,
So for
it
that,
was like a turkey neck with no meat.
exactly,
Just the bone. You just trying to get what little juice is in the crevices.
absolutely. And you still hungry, and then you
Hey,
like,
you
can we
still
go?
hungry. They ain't even give you no rice.
So on that note, again, like, subscribe, support,
Comment.
protect Black women,
Protect
and
black
comment
women.
at all
Protect
costs.
black women at all costs. Or get shot. Start shooting them.
On that note, goodbye.